Morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for being here. Uh, it's Mami Zeh. And thank you to you guys on Facebook. Thank you to you guys on YouTube. Thank you for watching my videos. I appreciate every single one of you guys. You, my subscribers, are the best subscribers ever. You guys are so faithful. I'm not always here because I have a very busy job, a very demanding job. 1 second, please. 1 minute. I'll be right back. All right, I have to stop this radio. 1 second, please. So again, thank you very much for watching. Thank you for being here. Guys, I appreciate every single one of you. So today live is about why we Africans are so emotional. Yeah, that's what I want. That's what I wanted to talk about today. If you guys are like me, if you guys have paid attention, like I have been doing, you guys will notice that us African are extremely emotional. When I say that we are emotional, some people don't even understand exactly what that means because people believe that being emotional means that you are like emotion is that they only think about sadness, like crying, being sad, being depressed, stuff like that. Being emotional is also getting upset. Us African have noticed that whenever we're uncomfortable with a question or an observation or an opinion, our reaction is always emotional. When we don't agree with someone, our reaction is always emotional. You guys know, as you guys know, I'm always like, I like to give my opinion, and I am one of the realest person you could ever come across. I don't sugarcoat, I don't make it look good, sound good, stuff like that, especially when it comes to things that we Africans suffer from, like our issue, when it comes to talking to someone about anything outside of African issue, I'm a very gentle, very mindful person. I'm a very soft-spoken person because my job requires me to be like very gentle and kind, to be mindful of my own feelings. I cannot put my views and my feelings into my job. I cannot. Yeah, so I can do that, but also I can be very straightforward. I can be a straight shoulder, and that's what I do in this platform, African consciousness, all that Pan Africans panel that I participate in. Yeah, I come up very raw, but I can also come up very gentle. So I can do both, even in between. I'm a very versatile person. So yeah, yes, but like I was saying, to go back to the subject, I'm going to tell you guys, we African are extremely overly emotional. It's ridiculous the way I see people discussing in this platform. So yeah. I mean, I believe 2 days ago, I was watching a live stream uh, on African Millennium's channel, where somebody was so upset because someone else had an opinion about their country. That, Lord have mercy, that encounter was weird and very strange. And I was wondering, why would somebody be so upset about someone else's opinion about their country? We're talking about a country here. We're not talking about a person. We're talking about a country that has a lot of people in it. I'm from Cameroon, like you guys already know. That's my primary country, but I'm also from other country in Africa. But I was born in Cameroon, but that doesn't mean I'm only Cameroonian. I have other African part in me, and I am a well-traveled African person. Uh, uh, Not like others. The majority of Africans don't travel within Africa. We don't have the money to just do that, and we're not even interested normally to do that unless we our job requires us to do that. We are not really invested into traveling um, within Africa and discover Africa. No, that's not our that's not one of our of the thing that we do, that we interested in. We rather go to Europe, America, Australia, anywhere outside of Africa. As usual, anything that's not Africa is the best. Yeah, that's what we were brought up to think. Like so, but anyway, to come back to the subject of what I was saying is that so I was watching this lady that was getting increasingly upset about someone else giving their opinion. And this person was only asking her a question, but from the get go, she was defensive about the question. She got very upset, very emotional, and she keeps saying, "Don't talk about my country, don't talk about my country, don't talk about." This lady is talking as if the country is something that she possesses, like if it's a thing that she possesses. This, mind you, this country is a country of millions of people with millions of different opinion. But this lady was making it seem as if a country is her possession, and that she want to paint this image that she want people to have of the country. But what the other panelist was talking about wasn't anything bad. But the way that she reacted was weird, strange, and chaotic. And I'm like, why are Africans so emotional? First of all, it's not only Africans, it's the black race. And but the emotions varies. It's a different level. Black people in the West are emotional, but it's a different kind of emotional. African people in Africa, from the continent, are like their emotion is like minus 1,000. They have no emotional intelligence. They are heavily emotional. It's sometimes almost impossible to have a sincere, honest conversation with an African because you don't want them to get into that uh, level of being emotional. And this hinders the ability of Africans to really tackle issues that they have in front of them. Because if you're gonna always be like tiptoeing around someone, you're never gonna be true with them. You're not gonna point out whatever the problem is because you are worried that okay, how's she gonna take it? We shouldn't have that kind of like burden when we're discussing issue. We should sit around the table, be real, face the issue, find solution for the issue, implement the solution, and come back and evaluate the result without any kind of feelings about it. And this is one of the major issues that I have come to understand that African people have. Africa is not going to move forward because we are still at a stage of animal raw emotion. We have to grow emotionally. We cannot keep doing this. I have seen this over and over in different on different panel, even in real life. Uh, you see that people are just like, I don't know, like babies emotionally. We're not gonna get anywhere. I have been saying this over and over. Unfortunately, people don't seem to understand. When you get angry, that is you being emotional. Some people will be angry and telling you, "Oh, you are so emotional." They've been telling you that you are emotional while they are emotionally saying it to you. Oh my God. Africans need emotional intelligence classes. We all have to go and take some emotional intelligence classes. So if there's someone that's offering this type of classes, please, this type of training, we need those. Uh we need to take the classes, you know. I don't understand why every time we talk about somebody's country, oh, you don't live in my country. You do not need to live in a country to understand the problem of that country. Because when you are in the problem, you don't even have a sincere view of the problem because you're emotionally connected to the issue. So it's hard for you to really perceive the situation in a very objective manner. And people don't seem to understand that. They're going to tell you, you cannot understand the problem of my country because you don't live there. I live here in South Africa, and you don't know anything about South Africa. Guess what? Sometimes people that are outside of your country know more about your country than you do because you don't even travel. You don't even travel. You only live on your little corner of the country and only see the country from that little corner, that little angle. You don't even know you don't even understand the real story of the country. You don't understand the dynamic. You don't understand all the aspects of the country. You do not understand it because you, first of all, you're not educated properly because this African country do not educate their people properly. This African country only serve the interests of the West. All they're doing is to keep you misinformed, miseducated, poor, and ignorant, basically, so that you can serve so that you can serve the West, because you're never going to think for yourself. They're going to misinform you. They're going to lie to you. We all know how our country works. Whatever you watch on TV is not real. They paint a picture on TV that's not the reality. We know that. Don't we know that? Who are we trying to fool here? Whenever people from the West join our panel and want to speak about African issue, no one want to be honest. They always want to paint this picture of, no, it's not like that in my country. Oh, talk about your country. Oh, if it's like that in your country, it's not like that in South Africa. It's not like that in Ghana. It's not like that in Tanzania. It's not like that in Mozambique. It's like that everywhere in Africa. Even though there's specificity, specific to the culture, the overall, we have an overall same way of doing things, same way of oppressing the poor, the population, the vulnerable people, same way of like a government official, um, like using all the wealth of the country for their own people. Same way of not valuing the people that we're supposed to be leading. They're not there for you. Those leaders are not there for you. They have never been there for us. They will not be there for us unless we ourselves realize that and start thinking good for our own self. They have taught us over the year. We have been trained. We have been brainwashed to believe that we don't want anything. We are worthless. We are exactly where we're supposed to be. You don't deserve better. Uh, you should not expect better. We are people of, we are a fifth class citizen of the world. African, when you say Africa, you see poor, you see illnesses, you see crimes. We have been conditioned to believe exactly all those things. We have internalized all those things, and that's exactly how Africans view themselves. Even when you guys hear Africans on this panel talking about, oh, the West has painted this picture, oh, the West has done this, guess what? There's some truth to that. If whatever the pictures that you guys said that the West paints or whatever, the way the West portrays Africa, there is some truth to that. It's 50-50. The thing that they show you guys exists, and it's exactly, it's real, it's there. But there's more to that, that just that whatever they show. And the African themselves are not trying to change the image that people have on them of them. We basically perpetuating what the West think about us. Huh? How do we treat each other? I keep saying that. Everybody is so emotionally attached to someone else's opinion on them of them. How is someone's opinion of you uh, better than whatever you think about yourself? If somebody thinks that your country has this or not doing that or not doing that, how is that important than more important than what you think your country is? Unless you have unless there's some truth to what the person is saying, I don't see why you should get so emotional. I wish I had a clip of that live. I would have shown you guys. You'll be surprised. You'll be surprised by that kind of reaction. This lady bit almost cry when defending her country. She was basically saying, "Oh, you cannot talk like that about my." Let me tell you exactly what it was about. We were talking about Guinea, Equatorial Guinea, right? This very dusty, poor country that Cameroon, my country, used to help tremendously. We used to even like their leaders, their presidents call uh, was given by our country. The Cameroon used to like basically help this country all the time. They were very poor, very dusty. But some years back, they discovered oil in their country and they started exporting the oil. You know, they started draining the oil. Uh, we are so poor that we only rely on natural resources, which is so sad because the first resources of a country is the people. And Africa has the best resources in the world. We have a very young population, very capable, very smart, very intelligent. All they need is training, education, not the colonization, not the colonizers' education, not the colonized education system. Okay? Not the brainwashing education system that's in place right now, right there. So we need a good education system, an introspective education system, an education system that teaches us our history, because we cannot teach our history, especially people from French speaking country like me. We are not allowed to teach history, the real history, because it will, French people say that it's going to create an anti-French feelings, and they don't want that to happen because they know what they did to our people. So they have basically banned the real history, ban the possibility of teaching real history to our children because they don't want them to build that resentment towards them for what they did to us. Well, they accepted, our leaders accepted the deal. I guess they signed some kind of like deal on no disclosure when it comes to that our history. But anyway, to go back, I'm saying that Africa has the best resources ever. The people are there, young population, very capable, very smart, very willing to work, very dynamic. Why don't we train those youth, those young people, so that they become self-sustainable and reliable? We don't do that because we want to prepare them to be servant to the West, to foreigners, basically. So that creates an atmosphere of petty crimes that are there, jealousy. People are easily envious. People can even kill you for not kill you. That's too much. People can rob you for almost nothing. When you have, when you have, and you're in the middle of people that have nothing, you become a. I mean, your life it's in danger because those people are gonna want to feed on you. That's how that's how it's gonna be. But anyway, I was talking about Equatorial Guinea, that my country, Cameroon. I talk about Cameroon. There's nothing that someone is gonna say about that country that's gonna like personally uh, affect me and raise my emotion. For what? Whatever you say about my country, I'm gonna calmly take it and then analyze it and see if what you're saying is true. I might not maybe even have the information that you're giving me. I don't know anything about it, but I'm gonna confront it. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna ask questions to somebody that's there and see if it's true or not. If it's not true, okay. If it's true, well, we have to do something about it. So this lady was getting upset because somebody said that her the son, the president, the actual president, the current president of the country's son, it's a big spender. He's all over social media. We have seen all over social media his lifestyle, and the money that he spends is not. It cannot be a money that he has made because he's not that old. And when what did he get? That what did he do to have that money? Not much. He's all over social media on the yacht with strippers. He closes a designer store just to buy stuff for his own. He spends money like nobody else. So this guy was saying that to this lady, and this lady was getting upset because that guy was saying that about her president's son, the president of the country, of course. So she got so emotional to the point that she was almost crying, and she took over the show just to say, "Don't talk about my country! Don't talk about my country! Don't talk about my country!" Like a 2 year old. Where are we gonna get if we continue acting like this, limiting ourselves to that low level of interaction, of possibility of discussion? You cannot make a discussion emotional. You have to hear the other person and understand the person. You have to turn off the faucet on your emotion, on your personal feelings. It's not about feelings. If it was about feeling, we would not even discuss anything. We would just okay, be acting. And let me tell you guys this. Excuse me, I'm thirsty. That was good. I have been speaking for 24 minutes. So guys, what I was saying is this. Um if you sit down, if you calm down, if you only put on objective lenses, to see the thing that happened to in Africa, you will see that one of our major hindrance is our inability to have an honest, emotionless conversation, or have an honest, objective, emotionless approach to our issue. From the lowest level to the highest, even among our government official, when they have a meeting, it always ends in a non-conclusive manner. There are no resolution made. It's always about somebody getting upset and get up and leave, and ego fusing from every angle of the room, every corner. I mean, it's chaos. That's how people face discussions in our country. You never see people sit down respectfully, calm, and look at the issue objectively without thinking about their own personal interests on the subject. You see people sitting around talking about I don't know, making plans about campaign, and you're gonna see people say, "Oh, how about my what did they say again? How about my village? How about my tribe? How about my days?" Oh my God, as if the tribe is outside of the country. We do not understand that what benefit a tribe benefit a country. We should not be seeing ourselves as just as a tribe, or belonging to this groupment or that other one or groupment. We have to be able to see ourselves bigger than that. Before you are a tribe, you are a citizen of that country. Let's say my country, like Cameroon. Before you are in Cameroon, a Cameroonian, I mean, before you are from maybe Bafang, let's say that's one of the groupmen in Africa. I mean, in Cameroon. Before you are Bafang, don't forget you are Cameroonian. Cameroon should come before any other tribe. When we say Cameroon, when you outside of Cameroon, they'll tell you, are you from Cameroon? Let's say you go to Nigeria and all the Cameroonian in Nigeria, there's something that happens, and all the Cameroonian in Nigeria has to be okay, has to be involved. So they're gonna tell you, they're gonna say this. Where are the Cameroonian? They're not gonna say where are the Bate, where are the Douala, where are the uh, um, Hausa, where are the Batie, where are the Bafang, where are the Bafusam? Those are the tribe. In Cameroon, you have the north, you have the west, east, south, northeast, southwest. I'm from the west. So we have Bafang, Batie, Banja, Bafusam, Chang, Buddha. We have all those villages. If we're gonna continue see ourselves as belonging to all this little tribe, we're never gonna go anywhere. We're setting ourselves up for failure, because small group not gonna create a strong base or a strong force to compete against I don't know, people that may attack them. So we have to learn how to have a bigger picture. When we're solving our issue, we have to look at the bigger picture, because when one of our own is affected, we are all affected. We should be all affected. We have to stop looking ourselves on an individualistic manner. It's not helpful. I don't know how long we're gonna continue fighting. We have been having this problem for so long, and no one seems to understand. We have to be able to look ourselves as a unity. You know, we have to look at ourselves individually. And let me tell you guys something. You see, to go back to that lady that was upset about somebody talking about their president's son being, I mean, spending the country's money. So let me tell you that now, if the lady is speaking with someone else from the same country, but not the same tribe, she will still be emotional. She will be saying that, oh, don't talk about my tribe. And usually when people in Africa defend the wrongdoing of the government official, it's because they somehow have some connection to those people. So they're benefiting from whatever those people are doing, because there's a circle of people that have access to the well, to the country's well, that spend it for their own interests, with no regard to the poor people that they're supposed to be taking care of. Even people that don't live in Africa, let's say other people in the West that maybe, I don't know, date or maybe marry those Africans leaders' children or cousin or whatever, people from their family, that money that they give you and that you spend grandiosely, that grandiose lifestyle that you carry on, know that money is the blood of a lot of people that's been shed for you to benefit. So know that your happiness, is caused by someone else unhappiness. That's what I mean. There are people that are poor because the government is not taking care of them. There are poor people that are dying in the hospital in Africa because the government did not do what they're supposed to do to make sure that the place is to the standard that will really perform to save people's life. In many African countries, they don't have they cannot put you on what am I going to say, in the ICU. That's what I'm trying to say. But in many African countries, they don't have a ventilator. You know, if you really sick and then you have to be put on the ventilator, they don't have a ventilator. I remember when the COVID was raging in United States, and people were after Trump's over the ventilator. I was just like, I was thinking, how would it be in Africa if really this thing, it hits Africa the way it hit America? I used to be like, we will lose all our family members basically because there's no ventilator. How many people will get on the ventilator? Maybe just the president and his wife and his children. I'm laughing, but it's sad. It saddened me. You know, if instead of being upset about this, sometimes I just be like, Malo, I just hope for a miracle that one day I become super rich. I'm telling you, I would teach people how to do differently. In Africa, they don't value lives. I did not learn much about the importance of people's life until I came to United States. The way we see people's life in Africa is not the same way we see people's life. I work in the healthcare. Like, we are ready to do anything and everything to save someone's life. You know, we cannot guarantee the quality of life that they're going to have after that, but we cannot let someone go down unless we have no other option. But in Africa, they will let you die just like this. I promise you. They will let you die just like this. People have been traumatized so much that seeing someone die, it's just another death. It's just another person. It's not a big deal. They see it every day. You're gonna see car crash. There's no ambulance to pick up the victims. There's nothing basically. The people around, I mean, the bystanders are the people to take care of those victims. There's nothing really professionally, like there's no what am I trying to say? There's no ambulance, there's no personal, there's not nobody that's trained to handle that kind of situation. Basically, that's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I just go blank when it comes to English. So that's what I'm trying to say, guys. So really, Africans people have to do better. We have to do better. We are always into our emotion. We are always pumped up. We are always eager to fight and not really worry about solving the issue efficiently. When we're talking about something, everyone is so defensive. Everyone is so ready to defend, to want to paint a picture that's not necessarily the reality. And we are so scared of facing reality and find solution to solve the problem to do from the root up. And we have this habit of always projecting, you know, and always something I like about Americans, Black Americans, our guys, cousins. I love the fact that they talk about the issue. On this Pan African panel, African Americans, I mean, Black Americans don't shy away from talking about the issue that they have in their community. But when it comes to Africans, they don't even realize that they have issue. They want to pretend that they're perfect. When we are the bottom of the wall, we are the rug, the carpet of the wall. We are where everything is dumb. We are the dumpsters when it comes to clothes, second-hand clothes, when it comes to households. You cannot buy a good refrigerator. We don't make any. So all the second-hand is dumb from Europe specifically. It's dumb over there. Underwear, dirty, ugly underwears are dumb in Africa. Uh, um, Everything, guys, everything basically. It's awful. When you look at it, when you look at the world globally and you trying to analyze paint a picture how the dynamic of the world. I mean, you cry when you're African. You like, oh, this is my place? What's happening here? Is that what our place is? Is that what our function is? Our function is to receive the world's trash. They get, they take everything from us, and then they dump, not even the final product, the trash from the production chain. They dump the trash to us. So they get the raw material from Africa. They went over there. They transform it. They produce goods and all that. They consume it, and then the trash is dumped back to Africa. I mean, the taxi when people always get angry about Art, but this lady said a lot of truth about Africa. If Africa is the mama whore, it's such a big whore. Like Africa just accept everybody's trash, basically. It just open her arm and accept everybody's trash. And nobody's saying anything. And Africans want to paint a picture that, oh, you say this about my country. Black Americans, they don't shy away from the issue. They speak, they create awareness, they fight so that things can change, you know. But us, nobody want to face the truth. I also watched one time on the nurse Samir, Search for Ururu. He was having a discussion with some guy. I believe the guy was in Ghana. And diners keep pointing at this guy something so real. But these guys keep saying, oh, we're trying. Oh, you guys cannot be mad about Ghana. Ghana is trying. That attitude to always expect the least and be okay with the least is ingrained in our mind. That's what it is from childhood. They prepare you, they tell you what nothing you should expect from the world. You should always begging from handout. You should always expect someone to come help you. Uh, we have low standards. That's what I'm saying. Diana Smith kept telling him Ghana should be doing much better than where it is now. But this guy will not understand. He said, oh, Ghana is accommodating, Ghana is the only one to accommodate diaspora. And Ghana has done this, Ghana has done that. But Ghana is not up to the standard. The diasporans are not coming there. I mean, the diaspora can go somewhere else. I always say that if I was American, if I was Black American, I would not necessarily go to Africa unless I'm looking for the spiritual connection. If I'm looking for the spiritual connection, I'll go to Africa. But if I was a Black American and was just looking for a place where I'm not going to be bothered as a Black person, I'm not necessarily going to go to Africa. There's so many other countries that offer you easy access and also like that allow you to do more and that provide a safe, clean, very not too far from what America is offering you, what the conveniency. There are other countries in the world that provide, like South America, there's a lot of countries over there that are between what America, the standard of America and maybe Africa. That's just right in between. Africa want to be the last. They want to be the bottom of the barrel, basically. That's what they want. They don't even want good for themselves. They don't even want it. They believe somehow that they should not expect a high standard. They expect you to accept just the little that they have to give you. No, you have to ask for more. They have to make things convenient. They have to create an environment that allow people to live a more easy life, because life itself is already hard to deal with. Now when you guys have to put like a how do you say that, like every little step that you make has to be hard. Everything has to be hard. People don't understand, don't have the sense of urgency. People don't have the sense of efficacy. Efficacy. I don't know how you guys say that. They don't know that you demanding quality service. People have this don't have the sense of those things, and they just expect you to walk into Ghana and just accept the dusty road, the trash all over the place. They want you to accept that when you go to a government office for services, that people sitting there like this. Oh, they're gonna be like, oh, I'm on break. This is how they do in my country. They sit around. Oh, it's the break. I'm eating. I just ate. Let me digest. That's how they do. They say you go to the. This is how they do when you go to the. Sometimes you go to. Oh my god! When you go to the to the hospital, right? And this is you walking into the front door, and you're gonna see the receptionist over there. She's on the phone, personal phone. She's talking maybe to her family member. She asked, she did not even say you. And you're like, hey, ma'am, I'm here. I'm like, don't you see me on the phone? That's how they talk to you. Didn't you see me on the phone? And they were surprised that you're bothering them. So really, we have to change our standard, guys. We have to do better. We have to do better. I do not have, I have zero tolerance for mediocrity. Trust me. And being in America, I see the way that being here had made me realize why we are behind. Let me say that. Let me say it like this. Being in America and working with Americans have helped me tremendously, have changed my perception on everything, on what success is. You have to be disciplined. You have to set a high standard, and you have to work hard to meet your goal. You cannot just expect people to accept the list that you have to give them. Like we African, we are so quick to talk about how diasporans are doing this, diasporans are doing that. They are doing those things because they understand the world in the global scale. You in Africa, you understand only your little corner. You were born in, grew up in, where everybody acts the same and behave the same with low expectation. They don't see life past the city they are in. They don't see life past the family they are in. In Africa, people don't believe that you can emerge on your own. You can train yourself and develop yourself to become who you want to be, no matter where you are. In Africa, they think that if you are lucky to be born in a rich family, yeah, you can reach your potential. But if you're not, that's it for you. But that's not the case, guys. That's not the case. All right, I think I exhausted the question right here. Uh, yeah, and thank you for everyone that watched this video. Thank you very much every time. I adore you. I'm grateful. I hope that my videos inspire you and touch someone. Let me know in the comment section what you think about what I just talked about. When it comes to African subject, I'm so passionate. There's so much to do. I wish I had more time. I work in the healthcare industry. It's very demanding. It's very, it takes over my life. I don't always have time to come here. If not, if you want the true, raw, real advice or questions about Africa, you can leave me a message. I'm always going to be truth with you. With me, you're not going to have any kind of surprise. I don't sugarcoat, because I think that it's time for Africa to really wake up and join the marathon. You know, we have to wake up and join the marathon. The world is it's running so fast, and Africa is running backwards. So the gap is getting larger and larger, and everybody is saying it except the African, because Africans are so emotional. People like to say to Africa what they want to hear, even when it's not truth. It makes them feel good, and they sit in the same position, doing the all same thing and getting mediocre and mediocre. Nope, 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 nope. I'm not from those type of group. Please give me a thumbs up on this video, share it. Thank you very much. Bye bye.